Now, for weeks, we have known that Tesla was in trouble, but until today, we haven't known just how much. So as the shocking state of Elon Musk's most prized possession is today laid bare, is Tesla now too toxic to be saved?
Hello, everyone. Well, it's never a dull moment these days.
Tesla boss Elon Musk.
Starting next month, I'll be allocating far more of my time to Tesla.
Vowing to cut back his role in the Trump administration to 1 or 2 days a week.
For as long as the president would like me to do so, and as long as it is useful.
Going part-time with the president in the wake of slumping Tesla sales.
He sounded tired. He sounded beaten down.
Overnight, the company reported profits plunged more than 70% since the start of the year. That's more than $1.5 billion.
The biggest shocker on Wall Street is Tesla.
Honestly, the numbers were just awful. This was bad.
The dramatic fall in Tesla's fortunes comes amid a global backlash over the unelected billionaire's leading role in Doge, Trump's initiative to slash government spending and fire thousands of employees.
People are watching Doge and seeing that it is not going well, and we can see that federal spending has not decreased.
Tesla admitting that changing political sentiment was damaging sales, the company the target of boycotts worldwide.
If much of Tesla's valuation is the halo of Elon Musk, Doge really dinged that halo.
And while anti-Musk sentiment in the US boils over, outside it has exploded, with a string of violent attacks against the brand. Teslas vandalised in Ontario, smashed up in London, torched in Rome. But the pioneering EV maker is also facing fierce competition for the first time.
They can deliver very, very fast. China is doing it in half the time.
And while Tesla is less vulnerable to Trump's tariffs because it makes most of its US cars domestically, it will also suffer.
I'll continue to advocate for lower tariffs rather than higher tariffs, but that's all I can do.
Elon Musk is the most powerful civilian in human history, but he is not the president of the United States. He learned that the hard way when Trump rejected his advice on tariffs.
It is time for Elon to take a step back from Doge. And I think when you look at Tesla, it's just become a high beta, highly emotional stock. And unfortunately, this stock is now politicized.
Tesla's stock today ticking up 5% in the wake of Musk's announcement.
He and the brand are one and the same, and that's a real problem.
Every day is going to be exciting.
Dan Ives is Global Head of Tech Research at Wedbush Securities and longtime Tesla investor. He's with us now. Dan, Elon Musk has said, and I quote, "We're not on the ragged edge of death, not even close." That doesn't sound like he's too worried. Is he right?
Look, I mean, the reality is this quarter was a disaster. And I think a lot of that has been self-inflicted because of the brand damage that Musk has caused. Tesla's become a political symbol globally. And look, and I think last night, Musk needed to pivot. And I believe this really is the beginning of the end of his Doge and Trump relationship and role in the Trump White House. Because, look, he needs to start a new chapter going ahead. And that was our view. This was a fork in the road moment. And I think he made the right decision.
So the question is whether it would work. So what exactly is the problem? Is it his association with the Trump administration, which might be about to come to an end? Is it Elon Musk himself and his own political attitudes, and people don't like that? Or is it that Chinese electric vehicles are just coming out faster and they're cheaper and perhaps even better? Like, how do you apportion all this?
Well, look, I mean, if I portion it, I think a big part of this has been the brand damage related to Tesla becoming a political symbol and really representing Trump as well as Doge. That's been a huge part. I mean, I think that's about anywhere from 10 to 20% brand destruction. Now, look, BYD, everything we've seen in China, they clearly have gained steam. But that's not mutually exclusive. I mean, BYD and others are going to continue to be successful. For Tesla, it's really about robotics. It's about autonomous in the future. But look, the more you dive into politics, it's a bad thing. And look, this has backfired terribly. The evidence is there in terms of deliveries, the quarter. Musk had to read the room, and he finally did.
Do you think that the company can actually get rid of Elon Musk? I mean, can the Tesla brand be saved?
Look, I mean, I believe Musk is Tesla, Tesla is Musk. I mean, I view them as synonymous. And I'd argue the biggest asset for Tesla is Musk. So, look, and that's been a big issue here. In other words, like the reason the stock's going to be up today is because you need Musk recommitted as CEO of Tesla. And that's essentially what he did last night. And I believe this is now an off-ramp in the Trump White House, just given the brand damage that that's caused.
Dan, we really appreciate you taking us through it.
Very interesting.
Thank you.